Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Mark Kratchmer, at least for now. Well, at least there weren't any boos. That's good. And it's my pleasure to MC tonight's festivities. And we thank you for joining us for the 21st Circle of Care Dinner. And tonight we're honoring Dwight and Cheryl Wertz and celebrating the mission of Riverbend Head Start and Family Services. So to begin, now that you're all seated, I'm going to ask you to stand and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. We have many important people in the audience tonight, and we'll introduce many of you throughout the evening. But I'm going to start by introducing Dee Cairns. Dee, stand up. Dee was my favorite teacher. And she taught me reading. So as the script goes through the night, if I do well, thank Dee. If I don't, pretend I never introduced her. Next, before we begin dinner, it's my pleasure to introduce to you Sister Michaela, the President and CEO of St. Anthony's Health Center, to give us the blessing. Sister.
Tonight we have a very special night as we honor two people, Dwight and Cheryl, who have given so much to the community. Tonight we'll speak about the things we know about them, but we're aware that there is so much that we don't know, that the right hand does not know what the left hand has done. So we speak only to the tip of the iceberg of their efforts to give back for what they have given. When you have a couple like Dwight and Cheryl, you know in your heart that they have been open to God, to His blessings and His gifts, and they have not hidden them under a bushel basket, but have become a light for those who know them and even for those who do not. So in the heart of God, we now pray in gratitude. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit, amen. Father God, Dwight and Cheryl have responded to your grace and have helped to spark a brighter future for many. Through the success of their business, their charitable work, their support and presence in the community, they have brought job opportunities, supported the efforts of educating children for the future, and given us an example of the strength of family. Through their witness, their children have taken on the torch of responsibility and participation in giving back to the community as well. Lord, bless them with ongoing success, joyful hearts, and wisdom to discern your direction in all things. How beautiful are the feet of those who bring good news. Give success to the work of their hands as they are your own. We also ask that you bless the food we're about to eat, along with those who have prepared and served it, and that you bless those who tonight will go without as we pray. Bless us, O Lord, and these thy gifts, which we're about to receive from thy bounty through Christ our Lord. Amen. In Jesus' holy name we pray. Amen.
Thank you, sister. The next important person I want to introduce tonight, I used to always introduce my dad. He's not here. So I'm going to introduce to you my boss at work and the president of Wegman Electric Company, Terry Booz. So far, I'm 2 for 2. Okay, to keep things rolling tonight, we're going to, as you can see, the Lewis and Clark staff is presenting your salads. Please enjoy them, and we'll continue on with the program. And then partway through the program, we'll take a pause and we'll enjoy a nice buffet dinner and then finish the program after that. So we would hope to have you out of here by 8:30, but it really depends on how long you take through the buffet. If you stand around and yap, it might be 11:30. So we'll do our best to keep on target. But to begin tonight's celebration, I'd like to take a moment to talk to you about our honorees, Dwight and Cheryl. They're ignoring me. The Wertz have been longtime supporters of Riverbend Head Start and their mission. But they truly became engaged with the Riverbend Head Start last year when they were on the committee for this event, honoring their friends, the Shrimps. And because of the Wertz support of the Riverbend Head Start's mission and their generosity of time, talent, and treasures to our entire Riverbend community, we're delighted to honor Dwight and Cheryl this evening with the Circle of Care Award for 2014. And that's one way to get off the committee, too. So the theme for tonight, Let Sparks Fly, is really a tribute to the Wertz family and Wertz Welding and Tank Service, a true family affair. Dwight's parents, Robert and Verna Wertz, founded the family business in 1957. Since then, it has grown to include 9 locations throughout the country, but still remains a family business dedicated to the communities in which it serves, in which it operates. Dwight is president and CEO of the company. Cheryl is a secretary-treasurer. I'm surprised about that. Their son, Nick, is a member of the sales team, and daughter Liz assists with clerical duties, gives advice, and supervises her parents and brother. Dwight's sister, Karen Hulvey, is a Wertz Welding retiree. Riverbend Head Start and Family Services' mission of improving the lives of young, at-risk children dates back to 1916, when it began as the Alton Public Welfare Council. Dale, do you remember that? Now the agency serves expectant parents and impoverished families in Madison County who have children ages birth through 5. The entire community benefits from the Head Start's outstanding work. As a result of their great work, we have stronger families and children better prepared to start school, and they have improved opportunities for success and increased potential to be positive contributors to the community. I'd like to introduce to you Chuck Parr, who's been president and CEO and the guiding force of Riverbend Head Start Family Services since 1997. He's a respected and steadfast leader in the health and human services industry. And it's my pleasure to introduce Chuck, and he will review the Riverbend Head Start mission. Chuck?
Well, thank you and good evening. We sure appreciate everyone being here and helping us honor Dwight and Cheryl. This has been a great year and a great committee to work with, and it's going to be a great evening. So again, thank you for being here. Our goal is to teach children, strengthen families, enhance communities. We do this through early education and child development, primarily through 2 programs, Head Start and Early Head Start. Head Start is for 3 and 4-year-old children. Early Head Start is for expectant parents and children birth to 3. We serve over 900 children every year all throughout Madison County. We have 5 locations at this point, here in Alton at the Essex Robinson Center, in Collinsville and Edwardsville, and 2 in Granite City. We have a couple people I want to acknowledge. One is Apple Bus Company. They are responsible for our transportation. They get our kids to and from Head Start every day, safely and soundly and with a good time. I know Frank's here, Apple Bus. We want to acknowledge you. Wave your hand, Frank. All the families involved in Head Start voluntarily enroll their children because they want to improve both their children's lives and their own lives. All these are families at or below the poverty level. And that right now for a family of 4 is $23,800. So all the families in Head Start, family of 4, income of less than $23,800. So we know that's not very much money. These are really very, very at-risk families. We work to reverse the negative impact of poverty by preparing those kids for kindergarten. We also work with infants and toddlers and babies. Our staff are working with the parents as their toddlers learn their vocabulary, as they learn early math and reading skills and all those different skills that are necessary so they won't be behind their peers when they get to school. In addition to early education, we also do a great focus on healthy habits. We serve nutritious meals and snacks to all of our children every day. The children in the morning class get a breakfast and lunch, and the afternoon class get a lunch and an afternoon snack. We provide those meals through a partnership with Senior Services Plus. I know they've got a couple of representatives here. Would you wave your hand as well? Senior Services Plus, they do a great job for us. Here they are. Preventive health care is very important to low-income families as well. If children aren't healthy, they aren't prepared to learn. So we provide health care, immunizations, physical exams, and dental exams. I don't know, many people don't realize what a difficulty there is with low-income families getting dental care. We have some great mission partners in the community, SIU Dental School, here at Lewis and Clark, the dental clinic, the Associated Pediatric Dentistry, and dozens of private dentists throughout the county help us with the dental exams and care for these children. That dental care, let me tell you, is often extensive and it's always expensive. We're able to provide that care through a partnership with United Way. United Way's here, thank you. Wave your hand. Also through the Alton Women's Home Association, the Delta Dental of Illinois Foundation, and gifts like yours from the community help us with that dental care for children. This past year, we had over 1,000 children fully up to date on the immunizations and preventive medical care, 945 dental exams and follow-up treatment, and over 24 pregnant moms got all the prenatal medical care they needed to make sure they had healthy and safe deliveries. Now, people who have known me very long know that I often say that Head Start is a family development program disguised as a child development program, because we know that you're really not making impact on children if you're not impacting the family. We fully engage families in all of our services. We invite them into the classroom to volunteer in the classrooms. We have parent workshops for them on various topics of parenting, budgeting, and things such as that. We help them with GED, both here at Lewis and Clark and in Belleville and Granite City and at SWIC. We help them with resumes and job searches and things such as that. It's that commitment that keeps all of us going in the agency. We've got 130 direct staff and about 45 or 50 through our contracts with Apple Bus and Senior Services Plus. I just want to take a minute to acknowledge the staff that are here. Staff, if you would stand for a second. We thank them for the work that they do every day. In addition to teachers and social workers, we also have, this is the time to recognize Kristen Gosley, our Public Relations Director. I just saw Kristen, and where'd she go now? Here she is back here. This is her first year with us, and hasn't she done a great job? Also, Judy Gann, our Executive Secretary. Judy, right back here. Kristen's been here for one circle of care. Judy's been here for all 21. So, all right. At this point, you've heard enough from me, so we want to show you some of our kids in a video. The families enrolled in our program, as I said, we offer hope and guidance, empower them to prepare their children for school and prepare them for a better life. So right now we want to take a minute and show you some scenes inside one of our classrooms with a video presentation that we have. So,
I love Head Start. The bus takes me to school. I love riding the bus. We play games, lots of games. I like to color, and I like to paint, and I like to play with Lego. My favorite thing is listen to music. My favorite thing to do is eat vegetables and eat fruit because they be make you strong. I love going outside. I love recess. Recess is cool. You know, like to read books like What is a Square? My favorite book is Jingle Bell. I love school. I love school. I love Head Start.
now I want you to notice, in addition to talking about loving reading and loving school, one little girl said she loved to eat vegetables, and the other one said she loved to eat fruit. So that's what I'm talking about, healthy food for all of our kids. We invite you to visit our Head Start program, either here in Alton or any of the towns that we operate Head Start. You're going to find kids in classrooms just like that one that you've seen, and visitors are always welcome, and you're welcome with open arms. We'd certainly love to have you. Now I want to take a minute to introduce someone who's been with us on the board several years. Brett Stawar is currently the chairman of our board of directors. He's just ending his 2-year term in about 2 weeks. And his term will be over, and he'll be turning the gavel over to Dave Brash from Alton Memorial Hospital, who will become our new board chairperson. But in the meantime, Brett, come forward.
Thank you, Chuck. And as all of you know out in the crowd, many of you serve on other boards. We don't work alone here at this agency. We've got a team of 15 board of directors that help Chuck find his way and help deliver the services and quality programs. So I think a lot of the board members are here. If you could please stand, we'll acknowledge you. Board of directors, stand up. Let's give them a round of applause. We do have a great team here, and I know that Dave is anxious to fill my shoes next year from Alton Memorial Hospital. So you're on in 2 weeks. But we do want to acknowledge a couple of other special guests that are here tonight. We've got elected officials with us tonight from the city of Alton, both Cindy Roth, who's the treasurer of Alton, and Brant Walker, who's the mayor of Alton. We thank you guys for your leadership and support in the youth, supporting our youth in the community. We also want to thank a lot of sponsors. They got an incredible amount of sponsors this year. 64 generous sponsors have supported our mission because they know it's vital for what we do to achieve our goals. Their names and logos are sprinkled throughout the floor tonight, as well as you'll see them on the screen behind us throughout the entire night. Each of our sponsorship levels is a tribute to one of the children in our Head Start program and early Head Start programs. And showing an example of that, I believe on the screen shortly, we'll have a picture of Justice. There she is. She's also in your program to take home as a reminder. But Justice, she's a 5-year-old preschool at our S.A. Robinson Head Start program, and she is going to be going to kindergarten this fall. We got her ready, and she's anxious to go on, and excited and ready to learn more as she enters the grade schools. Head Start has sparked her love for art. She enjoys painting pictures of her family, and in this picture on the screen, you can see, you may not be able to make it out, but that is her and her grandmother, a picture of them as she painted for herself. And that was part of a project this past September during our Grandparents' Day celebration at the center in S.A. Robinson. So that's just another example of what's going on in some of the tributes. As you'll notice, there's a great sponsor noted on that, and Regions Private Wealth Management and Route 3 Films as well are major sponsors for this evening, and they've invested in our mission at a $5,000 level and above as Justice's champions. So we want to recognize them and ask that they start making their way up to the stage. But Regions has been a long-time supporter of our mission, and in fact, Ed, and of course his wife Nancy, who's been involved in, I believe, all 21 Circle of Cares as well. We're recipients of the Circle Care Award in 2009. And we certainly thank Region's long-term commitment to the agency, and certainly Ed. Ed's been on the board for a number of years, an emeritus member of the board, and a long-time supporter of us. So we want to thank Ed and Region's Private Wealth Management for their continued support and commitment. And we have a special token for you. And our next honoree, or one of Justice's champions, is Route 3 Films. And Ryan Hamlin, I know you're here somewhere. I saw you briefly. So if you want to make your way up to the stage, Ryan's the creator and the creativity and the presentation behind all of the great video that you've seen, and the video for the past 2 years here at the agency. Thanks to his work and talent and the team at Route 3 Films, Ryan has put together a great tribute to the mission of the program and everything. Ryan, if you don't know, is an Altonian, or former Alton native, who now lives in St. Louis, but he is the owner of Route 3 Films, which is a web marketing, consulting, and video production film, of course. He's also a gifted storyteller and has a great way of bringing our stories to life, not only in this example, but in many other examples throughout the community. So we thank Ryan for creating these films to capture our mission and share it with others.
Thank you again, Ed and Ryan. I happened to be at Head Start when Ryan was interviewing the kids. It was probably an hour and a half, 2 hours worth of time he spent for that 1-minute video. But his engagement of those youngsters was just most exciting. And you could tell by just in that short clip how engaged those kids were with him. So, well done, Ryan. There are many ways you can invest in this mission and support the education of hundreds of children like Justice. Tonight we have a silent auction, and that's going to be open until the last table is served. We also will have a short live auction. I hope you've been able to review some of those items. And we also have the baseball raffle, which is just a heck of a package if you're a baseball fan. So look really closely at that. We've got 100 tickets left. We're going to sell them tonight, and the winner is going to be in this room tonight. So you can buy a ticket for $50 or 3 for $100. It's a great package. So buy those raffle tickets. Now, as I'm telling you, as I would continue to introduce important people throughout the evening and kind of stay with the baseball theme, I'd like now for you to welcome Cardinal Hall of Famer Fred Bird. Participate in our raffle. Wish I had a watermelon. And not only that, all of you are going to get to meet Fred Bird because he's going to help our Lewis and Clark staff invite you to the buffet. So we're going to get started to dinner, and we're going to ask Fred Bird and the wait staff to help us head to the buffet. So enjoy yourself. We're going to reconvene after everyone has been through the buffet line. So enjoy your dinner. enjoying or have enjoyed your dinner and are enjoying the great desserts on the dessert plate. I'd like to make special mention tonight of Jeff Bernardo's and Stacy Harmon, and Jeff Gabe and Terry, and the dedicated staff for preparing and serving a really nice meal. Recognize them, please. And another of the gems of our community is Lewis and Clark Community College. Dale thought I was going to say Dale Chapman. Where is he? There he is. We are grateful for the use of this wonderful meeting room and wish to acknowledge Drs. Dale and Linda Chapman and the members of the Lewis and Clark Board and Foundation and their staff for their leadership in our community. Sam Greeno and I were talking a little earlier. We've been on many volunteer committees over the years. I don't ever remember being on a committee that was so dedicated and efficient as this Circle of Care committee. We met only a handful of times at most of us. Now I know there's a lot of work in the background, but this committee came together, figured out what we wanted to do and did it, and got after it, and it was really a fun group to be with. So I'd like to recognize that committee now. So I'd ask that as I call your name, please stand, remain standing, and then we'll acknowledge you all at the same time. So the members of the committee are Sam and Deb Greeno, Alan and Kyle Knapp, Ed and Nancy Ryrie, Steve and Jane Solly, Jake McCormick, Liz Wertz, Nick Wertz, and the beautiful and lovely Mary Jo Kratchmer. Thank you. Also, and Chuck mentioned her earlier, but special recognition to Kristen tonight, for the staff, who this is her first, and she's done a whale of a job. She wrote my script, so everything I've said tonight came from Kristen. She has worked really, really hard on this, and the turnout and the response is obvious of how hard she's worked, so we're very appreciative of Kristen. The silent auction is now closed, but there's still time to invest in other opportunities. We still have some raffle tickets. There's one of our crew in that corner. And guess what? We're not leaving until we sell them all. So that 8:30 is ticketed. So bear down, kids. Get those raffle tickets in your hands. We're going to draw that raffle tonight. So somebody's going to walk out with that nice package. So back to business. One of the many people in this room who helps make Head Start mission so successful is Kathy Blevins. Kathy's worked for the agency for 14 years. She's a lead case manager at Essex Robinson Head Start Center in Alton, and is going to introduce to us a special family. Please welcome Kathy Blevins.
Hi. I had the pleasure of meeting Amy Maggart 4 years ago. At the time, she was a new mom and was seeking resources. She and her boyfriend, Sir, enrolled their son, Eante, into our home visiting program. During their first visit, I accompanied my coworker, Joanne Guthrie, to the family's home. We spent 90 minutes discussing their challenges, expectations, and goals. Joanne and Amy developed a plan to strengthen the family and teach Eante the skills he would need to be successful in kindergarten. 4 years later, the family's journey with us is coming to a close. Eante will be leaving our Head Start program. He is very excited to be going off to kindergarten. Amy has grown personally as we have watched her grow from unemployment to being the general manager of the Domino's Pizza store in Godfrey. Amy and her family are some of our biggest champions of our mission. Please turn your attention to the screens as Amy and Joanne explain more about their experience working together.
I remember when I found out about Head Start, I was actually pregnant. Amy was one of my first visits. She didn't know what to expect. I didn't know what to expect. We worked through everything. It was kind of a first for both of us. She helped out, telling us about counseling options, telling us about, daycare centers, teaching them that just because they've had a rough life and they've had some struggles and challenges, they can get through them and they can better themselves on their own. They made it easier for us to do it for ourselves. When I first met Amy, she was unemployed and was pretty low. Didn't know where she was going to turn or what she was going to do. Iante is now 5 years old. Iante has always been a priority in her life. She just uses us as someone to support her and guide her and encourage her along the way. Sir is very much involved in Iante's life and always has been since day one. He's a really good father. We got the opportunity to advance with Head Start, to move on with my job to where we have more of an income. This year, income tax time, we paid our car off. Our son's going to start school, and we're hoping to start looking for our first house.
The future for Amy, Sir, and Iante is looking bright. They're ready to succeed. They're ready to take that next step.
I think that if you do get involved with Head Start, I don't think that you'll regret any of it.
I find this a really powerful video. It really shows the work that the home visitors do with our families. Joanne is here tonight, and she's going to share more with you about how she worked with Iante's family to strengthen them. Joanne?
Thank you, Kathy. Thank you for the opportunity to share more with you about why I'm so passionate about Riverbend Head Start's mission. I first met Amy, Sir, and Iante in November 2010. I like to say that we started this journey together. I was a new employee, and they were the first family I enrolled. Iante was a year and a half when they enrolled in the program, and prior to my first visit with the family, Amy lost her job. She was pretty low and needed some guidance on how to move forward. I worked with her on how to market herself through her resume, and I explained to her that it gives employers their first impression of you. She was hired by our agency as a food handler and earned her food sanitation license. She took on a second job as a driver at Domino's Pizza, and since she already had her food sanitation license, her career took off. She left her job with our agency to advance with Domino's. She is now the general manager of the Godfrey store and has full benefits and a steady income. I also coached Amy on how to balance life as a working mom. I encouraged her to include Iante while she cooked dinner, ran errands, and cleaned the house. This way she got to spend time with him, but was able to incorporate educational activities in their daily routines. Amy has been very engaged in Iante's education. I end each visit by asking her what she wants to do next week. She always has ideas. This has been very valuable for me too, because Iante is the oldest child on my caseload, so we've had lots of firsts together. We've been through stubborn eating phases, potty training, and even overcoming night terrors together. I'm happy to report Iante is excelling. He loves to read books. He loves to say words that rhyme with what's written on each page. He's learning to tie his shoes, and he can now write his name. He enjoys doing science experiments, like making bouncy balls, like you saw in the video. He is very active and talented. He loves to perform hip-hop dance routines. Iante is now 5 years old. He'll be going to kindergarten this fall. He loves school, and he will be on the same level as his peers because of his Head Start education. Sir has came a long way. When I first started working with the family, Sir was shy. He wouldn't say much. He really came out of his shell. He now participates in home visits. He helps Iante with art projects, with science experiments, and all the hands-on activities. He always plays in our dad's 3-on-3 basketball tournament, and him, Iante, and Amy are always there to cheer him on. Sir is about to start a new job, and he's going back to school to earn his GED. Riverbend Head Start school year was cut short last year because of federal funding. Amy was very concerned that the program that she loves was in jeopardy. So this spring, she approached the agency about doing a fundraising. She organized a Riverbend Head Start night at Domino's and raised nearly $300 for the Essex Robinson Center. She was so pleased with the response that she's already organizing more fundraisers to benefit our 4 other centers. Iante, Sir, and Amy are just one of the families I work with each week. I also work to prepare 11 other children for kindergarten and to strengthen their families. By teaching parents how to provide nurturing environments that support their child's education, we are improving the community and we all benefit from it. The best part of my job is that I help families accomplish things they never dreamed possible. I watch them grow and make improvements that strengthen their family. It makes me happy to know that Head Start gives them a chance at a better life, and that when they are finished with our program, they can move forward with newfound confidence. Thank you for all your support, our agency's mission. Your gifts make a difference and impact families just like Iante's. Thank you.
Thank you, Joanne. Isn't it nice to know that we have people like this in our organizations, in our community, doing this kind of good work? And Kathy, thank you to you as well. We still have raffle tickets over in that corner. Don't be afraid to get up and move around while I'm speaking. It won't bother me at all. Joanne, thanks for sharing how you strengthen the families and impact our community. Amy's family and others like hers are the reason why Dwight and Cheryl Wertz encourage us all to spark a child's future by supporting this event. Okay, now, everyone, raise your hand. Come on, everybody. Even Townsend. Okay, put them down. Put them back up. All right, we're ready for the auction. So, next, I'm going to introduce to you Bruce Cornelius, who's going to preside over the live auction. Another opportunity for you to provide support for our mission. So get those hands up in the air with your checkbooks. And Bruce, let's raise some money.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's truly my pleasure to be here this evening. I've had the pleasure of knowing the Wertzes and all the good things they've done for many years, and it's truly an honor to be part of this on a fundraising night. We just seen what the benefits of giving your donations for this organization, what kind of good it can do to the community. So sit right in, raise your hands high, and we'll raise a lot of money this evening. The first item we're going to sell on the live auction is the St. Louis Blues package From 13 rows above center ice, you and 3 friends can cheer on your St. Louis Blues next season. This package includes 4 tickets for a game during the 2014-15 season in Section 103, Row M, seats 17 through 20. A parking pass ensures you get to park in a garage attached to the Scott's Trade Center. You also get to take home an authentic St. Louis Blues autographed jersey by number 13, Ryan Miller. It's a priceless package for anyone who bleeds blue. It was graciously donated by Coke Plastics. So the first item out for you is the Blues package. And the auction's on. What are you going to give on it right here? About $1,500 on it. If $1,500, about $15, you get 4 Blues tickets, the jersey and the parking pass, $1,000. $1,000. First one's always the hardest to start. Who'll give $500? Start it out. If $500, where one of them $5, 300, where? If 300, thank you, 400, now 5. If 400, 4, 5, 500 on it, 500 now 6. If 500, 600 on it, where? If 500 here, 6, 600 where? 600, hands in the air. If 500, 6, don't be bashful. 500, 600, 7. If 600, 700 on it, 600, 700, one more time. 600, 7, 600, 7. Tell you what, I'll make you a deal. 650, 650. Thank you, $700. 650 to 700 on it. 650 to 700 on it. One more time, ma'am. Thank you. 700. Got it ahead of you. 750. 700. Got a new bidder in. 750. 750. One 750, sir. 700. 750. One more time. 700. 750. 750. Shake your head up and down. You buy more. 700. 750. 750, ma'am. We want 750. 700. 750. Anybody? 700. 750. So right here, $700 to the Watsons. Thank you. $700. Item number 2, we have dinner in the field. We have hors d'oeuvres on the rooftop, a private tour, and a buffet dinner will charm and enlighten 20 guests at the community's newest civic asset, the Jerry F. Costello Confluence Field Station. The green state-of-the-art research facility houses the National Great Rivers Research and Education Centers and offers the fabulous views of the river, unique bird watching, and native plants in bloom. Located in Alton, just south of the Melvin Price Lock and Dam, the premier facility helps develop sound watershed and river management strategies to protect valuable natural resources. This is being donated by the Lewis and Clark Community College Foundation and the National Great Rivers Research Museum, used by July 1st, 2015. And if you have not had the chance to tour this facility, I encourage doing it. I had the opportunity to go through it. It's absolutely amazing what they do down there. So this is a perfect opportunity. You get to go up on the rooftop. It's a unique experience, I guarantee it. What are you going to give for it? $2,500 for 20 people. $2,500. Got the hors d'oeuvres, the buffet, and all. $2,500. The $8,000 where you want $1,000 and $1,000 and $1,000 on it. $1,000 on it. $750 started out. It's $750 where you want $750 and about $750 and about $750. $500 on it. $500. Raise your hands. $500. $7.5. If $500, $600 where? If $500, $600, $600, $600, $600, $500, $600, $600, $600, $700, $600, $700, $600, $700, $700, $700, $800 over here. $700, $800, $800. You get to take 20 friends. $800, $700, $800. Is $700, $800. Thank you. 9, $800, 9, $900. $1,000 on it. $900, $1,000. $900, $1,000 on it. $900, $1,000 on it. $900, $1,000, $1,100, $1,100, $1,100, $1,200, $1,100, $1,200, $1,300, $1,300, $1,300, $1,400, $1,300, $1,400, $1,300, $1,400, $1,400, $1,400. One more time. $1,400, $1,300, $1,400, $1,400, about $14. Hit $1,300, $14, $14. Thank you. Now $1,500 on it. $15, $16, $15, $1,600 on it. $15, $16 one time. If $1,500, $1,600, $1,500, $15, $1,600. What do you say? $1,600, $15, $16, $15, $16, about $16. Tell you what, give me $1,600 and I'll make you a deal. $1,600, $15, $1,600. One more time. $1,500, $16, $17, $17, $18, $17, $18, $1,800, $17, $18, $17, $18. What about $18? What about $18? $17, $18, $18. Tell you what, I'll make you two a deal. I'll sell one to Mr. Roberts for $1,700. We've got a second one being donated. Would you give $1,700 for it? Thank you both. Sam Roberts gets one. The lady right here will sell gets the other. $1,700 each. Thank you very much. Item number 3 is going to be a very unique opportunity. We have a painting by Dr. Joe Emmons. It's called Splash. Dr. Joe Emmons was from Godfrey, was a well-respected man within the Madison County community. He practiced dentistry in Alton for 50 years, where he was always found working to be exciting, challenging, and gratifying. In Dr. Emmons' spare time, he raced sailplanes, but he always had a passion for art, which included watercolor painting, machine shop work, woodworking, and wood turning. In 2010, Lewis and Clark Community College honored Dr. Emmons by featuring his art in a life and an exhibit where they showcased some of his most exceptional pieces. You can hang a piece of Joe of Godfrey's work in your home. His wife, Shirley Emmons, has donated a print of the watercolor painting, Splash. It's a rare opportunity to get one of Dr. Emmons' prints here. You can hang it in your home or in your offices and be very proud of it. It's right here. They're showing off for you. What do you get from a nice, reputable local artist? Next item going to you, what to give on it? Who gets $750 on it? It's $750 where you want $750. $500 where you want $500. It's $300 where you want $300, $400, $300, $400. It's $300, $400, $400 on it, $400, it's $400, $500, $500, $400, now $600. It's $500, $600, $600, $500, $600. It's $500, $600 where you want $600, $500, $600 where? It's $500, $600 anybody, $500, $600 hands in the air, and here we go. It's $500, $600, $600, $600, $500, $600 anybody, $600, $500, $600 on it. So right here to this gentleman for $500. Thank you, sir. Thank you both of you. Item number 4 is called The Great Escape. Relaxation is just a bit away. Enjoy a fabulous 1-week stay in a 4-bedroom, 2-bath vacation home in Scottsdale, Arizona. It's the perfect home away from home experience with an outdoor in-ground swimming pool, a Chrysler Sebring convertible to drive at your leisure. You can spend your day basking in the sun or hit the links on one of the many world-class golf courses within 2 miles. Scottsdale is a shopper's paradise. Shop along the waterfront or in the couture stores of Gamey Village. Scottsdale also offers a variety of 5-star dining experiences and dozens of resorts with spa facilities. Donated by Jim Halloran and Ann Callis. Must be redeemed by December 2015. Got a 4-bedroom, 2-bath home, and you get the Chrysler Sebring to drive. What are you going to give on it right here? Good vacation in Scottsdale. Next thing going, you get about $3,500 on it. Get $3,500 one time. $3,000. $2,000 let you go. $2,000 where you want to do $1,500 on a vacation home in Arizona. $1,500. $15 where you want to $15,000. $8,000 in about $1,000, $500, $600. $500, $600 where? $500, $600, $600, $600, $600, $7, $7, $7, $8, $800, $800, $800, $9, $800, $9,000, $900 $1,000 on it. $900 $1,000 where? What about $1,000 on it? $900 $1,000. $900,000 on $1,000. $1,100, $1,100, $1,200, $1,100, $1,200, $1,200, $1,100, $1,200, $1,200, $1,100 did $12 where? What about $12, $1,100, $1,200, $13, $1,200, $13. 14, 13, 14, 1300, 14, 15, 15, 14, 15, 16, 15, 16, 16, 16, now 17, 17, 18, 1700, 18, here you want with 18, 18, 19, 1800, 1900, 18, 19, $2,000 on it, 2021, 2021, 101, 2021, just getting it started, 2021, 2100 on it, 2021, 101, anybody won, 2021, 101, anybody won, change your mind, 2100, 2021, got the car and everything to drive, 2021, 2102, 2102, 2102, I bet you get the same car to drive, 2102, hey, 2122, one more time, 2, 3, 2200, 3, 3, 3, 4, got a new bidder, 4, now 5, 2500 on it, hey, 2400, I'm on 5, where, 2500, one of you, 2405, hey, 2405, you're out in the middle too, sir, 2405, 2500 on it, 2425, you get a lot of vacation package for the money, I got 2400 right here, 2500, hey, 2400, 25 to 155, tell me yes or no, sir, 2400, 25, what do you say, going to the back, 25, 24, 5, I sold it to them right down here, $2,400 to Helen Camps. Thank you. Thank y'all for inviting. Item number 5, the Godfather Dinner. Bella Milano invites 8 guests to an exclusive 5-course wine dinner in their private Godfather room. 5 delectable courses and 5 unique wines. I'm not going to read everything you get, but you get the appetizers, toasted raviola, salad, filet, baked potatoes, and it's donated by Bella Milano, one of my wife's favorite restaurants. What are you going to give on the Godfather dinner? Next thing going right here, $1,000 on it. $1,000, we're able to $1,000, $750, $500 on it. Hit 500, we're able to $500, got a 5-course dinner for 8 people. 500, 600, 500, 600, we're able to take 500, 600, 600, 5, 6, 600 now, 7, 600, 7, 7 and 8, one of you 8, 7, 8, I get 7 way over there, 8, 800 now 9, 809, 900 on it, 900, 809 here, 809, we're able to 9, 800, 900, 809, 809, hands in the air, you're all out over here, 900 on it, 809, anybody, 900, 809, who give 8.5 for this fantastic dinner? 850, 800, 8.5, 800, 8.5, 1.5, hands in the air, and here we go, 800, 8.5, anybody had 1.5, 800, 8.5? We'll sell it to you, Mr. Roberts, for $800. Thank you, sir. Thank all my bidders. Don't forget to get your Cardinal tickets if you haven't got them. We've got it to do, and we've got some more auction items to do, and then we're going to have one other little special event before we draw for the Cardinal tickets. So if you haven't got them, make your way over there or give me a single, and we'll have somebody come over and bring them right to you. Item number 6, we have another opportunity for a Joe Emmons print. Dr. Joe Emmons of Godfrey, as we said before, is respected in the Madison County community. He was practiced here for over 50 years as a dentist. He loved flying these race sailplanes, and he had a passion for art. He done watercolors, he done machine shop work, woodworking, wood turning. Lewis and Clark had an honorary display of his art in 2010, and they showcased it. And you have an opportunity to hang a piece of Joe of Godfrey's work in your home. His wife, Shirley Emmons, has donated a print of the watercolor painting, Abstract Flowers. The colors are sure to complement any decor. Like I say, it's a rare opportunity to have this opportunity to buy this print. It's going to look fantastic in your home or your office, your place of business. So get right in on the Joe Emmons print. Next thing going. Hey, what are going to give on it here? About $750 on it. Yeah, $750 and about $750, $750, $500. Yeah, $500, $300. Yeah, $300, $400. Yeah, $300, $400. We got your service hike in. I'm $400, $300, $400. Where? $300, $400 on it. Yeah, $300, $400. Where? $400 now. $500, $400 and $500, and $600 in the back. $500, $600 on it. Yeah, $500, $600, $600, $600, $500, $600 on it. Yeah, $500, $600, anybody, $600, $500, $600, $500, $600, $600 now, $700, $600, $700, $700, $700, $600 now, $700, $600 now, $700, anybody said you want $700, $600, $6.5, $600, $6.5, anybody, $600, $6.5, a rare opportunity, $600, $6.5, $600, $6.5, you want $600, $6.5, change your mind, $650, now $700, $700, $650, $700, $650, $700, there can only be one winner, and I got $650 up here, $700, $650, $700, sir, $650, $700, one more time, $650, $700, anybody, $700, $650, $700, change your mind, $700, $700. So we're right up here, $650. Thank you, sir. Give them all a round of applause. You've been great bidders. Item number 7 is called Bagged. The mourning dove is the most harvested game bird in North America. In Illinois, hunters bagged an estimate of 873,182 doves in 2009. You and 2 friends can bag your own on a private hunting trip donated by Jack and Beth Hellenkamp. It is to be used in the fall of 2014 on a mutually agreed date. Hors d'oeuvres and libations provided after the hunt. I've had the pleasure of selling this hunt several times at different banquets. It's always a great seller. I've talked to some people that have went on it, and they said you cannot believe the fantastic time that the Hellenkamps show you on their dove hunt. It's the next item going. All the hunters in the house, hands in the air, and here we go on and they get $1,500 on it. If $1,500, where you want them $15,000. $8,000, where you want them $1,000, then $1,000. $750, let's just start it right off. $750. $500. If $500, where you want them $5 all over the house. $600 on it. $600, $5, $6. If $500, $600, $600, $600, $600, $600, $600, $7. It's $600, $700, $700, $600, $7. It's $600, $8, $700, $800, $800, $700, $800 on it. $700, $800, $800. No friends at an auction. $800, $800. Thank you. Now $9. $800, $900. Now $1,000 on it. $900 and $1,000. Now $1,100, $1,100, $1,100, $1,000, $1,100. $1,100, now $12, $1,100, $1,200, $1,300, $1,200, $1,300, $1,300, $1,300, $1,300, $1,400, $1,300, $1,400, $1,300. There's no friends at an auction bill. $1,400, $13, $14, $1,300, $1,400, $1,14 to $15, $1,500, $14, $15, $1,15, $14, $15, $14, $15, $16, $1,500, $16, $15, $16, $1,16, $15, $16, $15, $16, $1,16, $17, $1,600, $1,700 on it. $1,600, $1,17. One more time. $16, $17. Anybody? $17, $16, $17. We say $17, $18, $1,800. We'll do it. $17, $18, $17, $18. Maybe he'll take you along. $17, $18, $17, $18. One with $18, $17, $18, $17, $18. Want to slow it right there. $1,700 to Doyle Hodges. Thank you, Doyle. Thank you, Bill, for backing it up. Item number 8, an Alton Skyline party. Looking for a good time? Grab a few of your friends and enjoy a night out on the Simmons Firm rooftop. This is by far the best view of downtown Alton, and you can party the night away with a beautiful view of St. Louis skyline and orange. The night includes 4 hours of fun with 20 of your friends and family members. Your group will enjoy cocktails, appetizers, and great music. What are you going to give for the Simmons rooftop? They say it's a fantastic view of the evening. You got for 20 of your friends. Next thing going, I ought to have about $4,000 for it. Take 3. Yeah, 3, where you want to 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, $2,000. Yeah, $2,000, where you want to 2, a rooftop party for $20,000. $1,000 where you want $1,000, then $1,000, $1,000, now $12,500, $1,000, $12,500, $12,500, $1,000, $12,500, $12,500, $1,000, $12,500, $1,100 where $1,000, $1,100, $11,000, $1,100, $1,000, $1,100. Thank you. Now $12,000, $1,200, $1,200, $1,100, $1,200, $1,300, $1,300, $1,400, $1,400, $1,300, $1,400. Now $15,000, $15,000, $15,000, $16,000, $15,000, $15,000, $16,000, $17,000, $17,000, $17,000, $18,000, $17,000, $19,000, $2,000 on it. $2,000, $2,100, $2,100, $2,100, now $2,200. Just getting it rolling. Now $3,000, $2,200, $23,000, $2,200, $23,000, $2,300 on it. $2,200, $23,000, $1,300, $1,300, $2,200, $23,000, $2,300, $4,000, $2,300, $24,000, $24,000, $5,000, $2,400, $25,000, $1,500, $2,500, $6,000, $2,600, $25,000, $6,000, $1,600, $6,000, $2,600, $7,000, $27,000, $26,700. We're on the wrong side of the $3,000, I guarantee you. $26,000, $2,700, $2,600, $27,000. You got for 20 people. $2,600, $27,000. Yeah, $2,600, $27,000, $1,170, $1,170, $2,600, $27,000, $2,600, $27,000. Help me get $3,000. Give me $2,700. $2,600, $2,700. $2,600 and $127,000, $2,700, $27,000 and $8,000, $28,000, $27,000, $8,000, now $9,000, $28,000, $29,000. One more time we'll do it. $28,000, $29,000, $28,000, $29,000, $29,000, $3,000 on it. $23,000, $3,000, $3,100. Thank you. $3,031. Yeah, $3,031. $3,031. Anybody? $3,031. Anybody want? 31. Well, I thank you both. So right there to Nick Wertz for $3,000. Give him a round of applause. Yeah. I believe that concluded the oral end of it. We're going to do one thing a little different that I talked to Christine about. We're going to have one other little option here. I know not everybody can afford a $3,000 dinner, but there's pledge cards on your table that you can fill those out. You can give them a check. You can give them your credit card. But what I'd like to ask is for everybody to reach in their wallet one time for a donation to help these kids and families along. And we'll have people run around and grab your money. Just pull out some cash money. We don't care if it's a 20 or a 50 or 100 or whatever you want to do. Let's see if we can't raise a few $100s just in a real quick cash donation. If you got some money you want to get rid of, just hold your hand up and somebody will come around and grab it real quick. Anybody? We got some runners that can grab them out. And if you want to do a credit card or a check, there's pledge cards on your table. So get that out. And if you haven't got your Cardinals ticket, hey, we got some left. We've got a few left. If you got Cardinal tickets, grab them real quick, because then Mark's going to come back up here and we're going to draw them out. So anybody, just hold up your hands and we'll get somebody around. Take just 5 minutes here and we'll pick up a few extra $100 that'll help out the Head Start program. And that's what we're all here trying to do. So I'll give you just a minute, and then Mark's going to come up and we're going to do the Cardinal drawing. Before we turn it over to Mark to finish up the program, I do want to thank you. It's been my pleasure to work with you. You've been a great crowd, and we raised some nice funds for the Riverbend Head Start. So thank you, one and all.
Okay, next item of business is to pull the raffle ticket. Are there any other raffle ticket buyers before we do that? Any screams? Okay, here we go. Bruce, would you do the honors? Jeff Figgy. Christian just ran out of the room, so I don't know what that means. Bruce, great job. We appreciate your... Congratulations to all the winners. And thanks for everyone for bidding. Your gifts tonight are helping to spark brighter futures for hundreds of children in Madison County. And Dwight and Cheryl Wertz have been sparking brighter futures in our community for years. If there's a good cause, expect to see Dwight and Cheryl there supporting it. Why? Not for self-gratification for sure. They do it on the low-key basis over and over and over. They're there because it's the right thing to do. These are the very values that we look for in the Circle of Care honorees. Dwight and Cheryl are the 21st recipients of the award. This award was established in 1994 when Nancy Ryrie and Sandy Lauschke suggested and organized it as a junior league project in support of Head Start. Our first recipient was Dr. Paul Pierce, a pediatrician who was dedicated to the welfare of local children. He helped get me here. And in that case, thanks John Olsher for being here in case I fall off the stage. And Frank Bemis, who could set me right if I did. So, several of the past recipients are here to welcome the Wertz into the special circle. And I'd like to introduce them tonight, and I'd ask them to stand and remain standing until you're all introduced, and then we'll recognize you all at one time. So please recognize Dale and Carol Newdecker. Yeah. And hold up, that applause, please. Stay away. You got some good seats. You must have been. Paul and Sandy Lauschke. You also got a good seat way in the back. Gina Hutchison. Ed and Nancy Ryrie. They got good seats because they were in the committee. Charlene Hamilton. Dr. Bob couldn't be with us tonight. Ed and Patty Morsey. I saw them over here, right? And Bill and Vicki Shrimp on the far left. Please recognize them for their past. It's evident that the Circle of Care Award recipients all have one thing in common: strong families who give back to the community. This is at the very heart of the Riverbend Head Start and Family Services mission. To give you some insight into the Wertz family, it's my pleasure to introduce next Dwight and Cheryl's daughter Liz and son Nick.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to thank you for coming tonight. I am Nick Wertz, and this is my sister Liz Wertz. We're speaking tonight to honor our parents, Dwight and Cheryl Wertz. The committee and my family have been working very hard the last few months on this event, and hope you're having a great time. We are all here for a great cause. Riverbend Head Start and my family is a great. I hate speeches, I'm sorry. Riverbend Head Start and Family Services is a great local organization that works very hard to help educate and care for the young children of our community. I would highly suggest that you take time to learn more about the great work that the organization has been doing. I'm sure most of you here already know my parents, Dwight and Cheryl. They are very heavily involved in the community. But tonight we're going to tell you something that you might not know. The theme for tonight's event is Let Sparks Fly, and my sister and I are going to tell you how our parents have put sparks in our life.
Without my dad, we wouldn't have the determination and ambition to go after our goals. When we accomplish a goal, we are sure to tell our dad about it, and he is very proud of us, but then he will always encourage us to take the next step. The extra nudge he gives us has helped us reach our goals and achieve successes we didn't know was possible. His positive reinforcement has had a great impact on our lives. My dad was always close to our friends and loves to joke with them, but he also cares for them as his own children. When I was in high school, one of my friend's fathers couldn't go to a father-daughter dance, and she was upset. My dad didn't want to see her sad, so he asked her to join us so she wouldn't have to go alone. 3 of us had a great time at the dance. My mother is the most loving person I know. The quote, "I get by with a little help from my friends," should be changed to, "I get by with a little help from my mom." I don't know what my brother and I would do without her. She has always been the best person to listen to us and has been our shoulder to cry on. As I am sure you have noticed, she is not in a lot of pictures. This is because she was always there, but chose to play the role of photographer. As you can see from the photos on the screens, there's myself, Nick, and Dad, but Mom isn't pictured because she was taking the pictures. She may not have enjoyed being in front of the camera, but she was always there for us.
Since we're very young, my dad has always pushed my sister and I to be involved in the community. While growing up, we never really understood why this was important. Since then, we have grown up and we learned what we do today will make a difference in our community tomorrow. This is all stemmed from advice my grandfather gave my dad, and he has since passed down to us. The advice was, give to your community and your community will give back. The phrase sparked us to take an interest in our community, and in the past few years, my sister and I have started to work in the community and have actually enjoyed it. My mother has always put everyone first. I have never seen a woman that put in more time and effort just to make sure the people around her were happier than she was. She dedicates a lot of time to our family and holds us all together. While we were in school, she was always volunteered for luncheons, field trips, and events. She also ran and organized many silent auctions at the Marquette Catholic High School. She has taught us that it is always better to give than to receive.
With my dad being heavily involved in the community, he knows everyone in town. This isn't always a good thing, especially for a driver like me with a lead foot. When I got my driver's license at 16, I decided to get personalized license plates. Now everyone in town knows who I am. It's hard to mistake L. Wertz 9. Since then, my dad gets calls every once in a while about his daughter driving too fast, crossing 3 lanes of traffic just to get to the mall. I have a history of keeping my dad on his toes. One of his favorite stories to tell is when I would get in trouble, he took my bedroom door off the hinges. This was because whenever we would get into a disagreement, I would slam my door. Most of the disagreements stemmed from topics that can cause friction between any parent and teen, like curfew and failing to check in when I was out. My dad took the door off so many times he didn't even need power tools anymore. He would just tap it with his pocket knife and it would be off. I'm sure that most of you have daughters know that one of the biggest things in a teenage girl's life is her privacy. Let's just say I did whatever I could to get that door put back on. While playing soccer when I was younger, my mom volunteered to be my team's assistant coach. She was not a soccer mom type of mom. Her coaching duties included overseeing bathroom breaks and trying to keep 15 of us 5-year-old girls from doing cartwheels on the field. Several times she had to step in and be the coach during a game, which was funny because she didn't know anything about soccer. But she had a winning record because we were undefeated for 8 seasons. She was very proud of us girls, and we were very proud to call her coach. We have one sister who couldn't be here tonight. Her name is Callie, and she is our 100-pound lap dog. You may have seen her and our mom driving to the mall, to the bank, or to get an iced tea and a Diet Coke every day at Hardee's. If you've ever heard of a crazy cat lady, well, our mom is the crazy dog lady, but just with one dog. She loves Callie so much that she has gone as far as clipping out pictures in magazines that look like her and has them framed in her bedroom. Here is a Callie look-alike modeling winter wear.
What my sister said about my mom is true. There are times that we think she loves the dog more than us. I've never seen a lady that doesn't sleep all night just because she wants to make the dog comfortable. When Dad usually gets up for work, the dog will roll over into Dad's spot, and then Mom will finally go to bed for the night. The other day, I caught Mom lying on the floor, taking a nap, while the dog was laying on the couch. I asked her what she was doing. She said she didn't want to ask the dog to move because she wanted to make sure he's comfortable. My sister and I love to spend time with our dad as much as we can. He's always traveled for work, so our time together was important, although we might have made him regret some of the times that we hung out with him. For example, the first time he ever took us to the grocery store without Mom, we made a bit of a scene. He was frantically running around trying to find everything on Mom's list, and when he finally looked down to see me and Liz in the cart, I was dumping a gallon of milk on our head. For as long as I can remember, Dad has loved to work out in the garage, and I loved helping him. As a father, he always liked showing his son how to work on everything, except for the day that I tried to fix Mom's headlights by smashing them with a hammer. Now, most of you do know my mom, and she loves to decorate. This is great, as long as you're not a 26-year-old bachelor who travels a lot. My mother sneaks into my house. She'll put vases and pictures up, moves my furniture weekly. I guess she's trying to put a little bit of a feminine touch in my house. I've actually threatened to change the locks multiple times, which I'm still thinking about. When I was in high school, I played football, and we had our first game. And I'll never forget this because it was a freshman versus the JV game. And in the middle of the game, I took a hard hit. And I was injured, and I was laying on the field, and all I could hear was my mom frantically yelling from the stands. I later found out she was actually trying to run down on the field and check on me, but luckily my dad caught her. He was trying to save me from the embarrassment of having my friends talk about how my mom rushed me to the field, to her baby's side, for the rest of my high school years. As most of you know, that if you have eaten at our house, my mom is a pretty amazing cook. Many of our friends ask to come over, and they always love gathering at our dinner table. If any of you knew Dad in his college days, a lot's changed. These are Dad's track shorts from when he was at Lewis and Clark, and as you can see, he has not missed many of Mom's meals.
On a serious note, we are blessed to call Dwight and Cheryl our parents. We have had many wonderful memories as a family, and they are both great role models. They have showed us how important it is to help out our community. They are involved in many charities and local organizations, but never boast about what they have done to help our community. Most of the time, we find out our parents have done in the community because our coworkers and friends tell us they saw an article in the newspaper or saw our parents at an event. Our parents are humble and help the community because it's what's in their hearts. We strive to follow in their footsteps. Our parents try to always give us the tools in life that we need to succeed and have taught us that respect is something that is earned and never given. We have learned this firsthand through hard work. My brother has worked every school holiday and summer since he was in grade school for our family's business, Wertz Welding and Tank Service. He started out sweeping floors of the shop and warehouse, and today he meets with some of the most important customers daily as an outside salesman. When I was working there, I started out shredding out-of-date files and filing for the accounting department. Now I have moved on to start my own career as a hairstylist. It is never easy starting a new career, but I could have not done it without the support of my parents. They have showed us that hard work does go a long way, and that being involved in your community enriches your life. In a way, you can say that we have practiced what our father and grandfather have preached to us. As my brother said earlier, please take the time to learn more about Riverbend Head Start. We took a tour a few months ago of one of the centers and were amazed about the terrific people we met and the things they do for our community. They are improving the future of our community by educating our youth and strengthening their families. On behalf of my family and the Circle of Care committee members, I would like to thank you for coming tonight and showing your support for the Circle of Care and our parents. Please raise your glass as we cheers to our parents, Dwight and Cheryl. Thank you and have a good night.
You have to be proud. I've known Dwight since high school, probably. Those shorts, we ran across country together. I've seen him in those. It's one of those memories that you try to get out of your mind and it just won't go away. And I think probably everybody in this room has been affected by one of Dwight's pranks, jokes, something. Anyone who hasn't probably doesn't know him very well at all. But the only story that I want to tell is really kind of on Cheryl tonight. One of my favorites is the night that all the Wertzes were sitting around in the living room watching TV, and Cheryl yelled at dinner time, and Nick said, "I didn't hear the doorbell ring." Come on, it's a cookie joke. At any rate, congratulations. Nick and Lizzie did a great job. Next, I want to invite Board Chairman Brett Stawar back to the stage to present the Circle of Care Award. Dwight and Cheryl, would you also please join us on stage?
Dwight and Cheryl, on behalf of all the children at Riverbend Head Start and Family Services, as well as the Board of Directors, staff, and parents, and volunteers, thank you for your impact on this region and its children. You guys are tremendous role models for all of us and great leaders. And I think Liz and Nick are ready to unveil. If you turn this way, go ahead and unveil this great award. As you can see, you can't see it over here, look over here. It's a picnic table for the children to enjoy in the outdoor classroom. Nick and Liz came up with the idea for this year's award when they were touring the Essex Robinson Center. They actually saw a wish list in one of the classrooms and spotted it that a staff member had posted and wanted to make sure one of the wishes came true. And they selected this table for the outdoor classroom at the Essex Robinson Center. And as you can see from the pictures on the screen, the children have already been enjoying it as part of the nature trail and garden that was also a Circle legacy gift from our friends, the Morrisseys. It's another place where the children can read books and assemble puzzles while enjoying nature. We also have placed a plaque on it. You can't see, but it's flush with the tabletop. And it reads, in honor of Dwight and Cheryl Wertz, 2014 Circle of Care honorees. Plus, it includes a quote from Dwight's father, Robert Wertz, the very one that Nick mentioned earlier and referenced. Give to your community, and your community will give back. And I hope that you like it, Dwight.
I was just looking for those gym shorts the other day. Thank you. This has been a very special evening for Cheryl and I. We are honored and humbled to receive Riverbend Head Start Family Services Circle of Care Award. I'd like to thank all the business and individuals who supported this event by donating their time, talents, and gifts. As CEO at Wertz Welding, I've been touched by the outpouring and support of our vendors and our suppliers. Many have traveled far distances to be here tonight. I want to thank you for supporting Riverbend Head Start's mission and for helping Wertz Welding become a national company. I want to thank you to our great committee members who gave up their valuable time and worked so hard to organize this wonderful event. It was truly a team approach from the public relations to raising sponsors to the auctions and the decorations. I want to give a special thanks to our good friend Mark Tratchmer for a great job going down as the MC tonight. Thank you, Mark. Cheryl and I are very proud of our children, Nick and Liz, who are members of this committee. As you've heard tonight, my parents thought it was important to give back to the community. And this has been something Cheryl and I believe, and we're thrilled that Nick and Liz have experienced the benefits of volunteerism. Volunteering allows you to strengthen your community, solve problems, improve lives, and connect with others. Giving back will also transform your own life, provide life-lasting memories. Cheryl and I encourage everyone to continue to engage in the Riverbend Head Start's mission. This organization prepares some of the most at-risk children for kindergarten. And thanks to Head Start, they'll be in the same level as their peers when they go to school. This year I've been honored and asked to hand out the diplomas of Lewis and Clark's graduation ceremony. In the years to come, I hope to see the Head Start students that I have met walk across the stage as graduates of Lewis and Clark Community College. There's nothing more valuable to a child than a gift of education. Thank you again to Head Start for this award, and thank you for everyone for being here tonight. Thank you. Say anything, but she just wants to give away.
Well, Dwight and Cheryl, again, congratulations. Nobody more deserving in our community to receive this award and help us support Head Start. As part of Dwight and Cheryl's encouragement to help us spark a brighter future, we have raised $90,000 tonight. Congratulations to everyone here. And for supporting a great evening and great people. If you're inspired by what you've seen or heard, don't be afraid to pick up the phone and call Head Start. Go down and see what's going on. I had not been there until recently. It is remarkable. You saw a little bit with the young people on the film, what good things they're doing and encouraging those young people to better themselves and have them prepared to move on to the next phase of their lives. Thanks again. We're pretty close to getting out on time. We appreciate you all for coming. You all, thank you for coming. I almost got all the way through without one of those. My wife is kind of the English Nazi, so she monitors me closely. Yes, it's true. At any rate, thank you for coming. Drive safely. We look forward to seeing you again. Good night.